Hi, Original Soul. Welcome in to this 222 portal reading. Thank you for being here, for sharing your energy. Let's get into the reading, shall we? All right, so let's see here. We'll use this Awakened Soul deck. So at the 2-2 portal, we have the Sanctuary and Song card. I don't know if you incorporated any music or worked on any sort of calming or sanctuary space. That reading was all about balance. Not totally surprised. That's what twos are about. So balance, unity, spirituality, faith. Desire card there. All right. So let's see what wants to come out around the 222 portal. Hope you're doing well. Okay. All right, cutting the deck with Gaia. So earth energy. Might be nice to get outside as we head more towards spring. All right, let's see what we get here. Compassion coming out for 222 portal. All right, let's hold this one up. All right, so there's a little girl and what looks like maybe an orangutan on this card. There's a lot of wood that looks like it's been cut down. They're sort of reaching out to each other. So it's just talking about Gaia and Mother Earth and getting outside. So compassion energy coming through for 222. Let's see. Let's add some tarot to it. Just undecided here on what deck to use. All right, let's go with this one. Okay, so did you bring in compassion yet from that last reading, the last portal? This could be compassion for yourself, compassion for nature, compassion for your surroundings, for others, but definitely a strong element of environment with this card. So our animal friends. All right, let's get a card or two on, I'm always complaining when they fall to the floor, a card or two on sort of energies leading into this portal. Okay, we'll take those. I'll get the one on the floor. All right, let's see. Hierophant and 8 of Wands. All right. And 6 of Wands. Okay, so victory, success card. That's what fell to the floor. I don't know if you've had some successes or some victories, or maybe something fell a little bit shorter than what you were hoping for. The Hierophant card can be about tradition, can be about spirituality as well, or potentially even religion. Maybe some blessings coming in. 8 of Wands is about communication and action. All right, so some sort of energy around success, something you've been working for, something you've been putting your energy into. You may be even getting a message on something around that. Maybe it's something that you've taken sort of a traditional approach on. All right, let's see. We've got Pisces energy. We're in Pisces season now at the bottom of the deck. Hanged Man can be about getting a different perspective. All right, let's see here. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this feels a little bit like kind of a cutthroat energy. This is sort of brave. This could be something with either words or communication, right? Maybe there has been a little bit of arguing or a little bit of combative nature, or maybe there's something that you've been needing to take a stand on or communicate that you haven't possibly shared. So there's a lot of sort of hardworking action, fire, sort of aggressive energy kind of leading into this portal. So it'll be interesting to see what else comes out, since we do have compassion right up here at the top as the overarching energy that might be most helpful at this time. All right, so let's see here what we get for the current. All right, so again, still with some of that, maybe, again, it could be fighting, it could be strategy. There's a few wands here coming together in the middle. All right, let's see what else wants to join in here. You can kind of see there's all sorts of different, right, hands, different bracelets, different gloves, different types of clothing, right? But they're all holding the same type of wand. Those are coming together. So that could either be something combative, or maybe there's some sort of strategy actually, and some sort of coming together that needs to happen. We did have that Hangman, different perspective card at the bottom of the deck, right? So this doesn't have to be fighting and arguing. Maybe there's some strategizing and using other people's strengths, to come together to make maybe a more complete or more whole sort of project or progress forward. All right, and then the Nine of Cups also came out. Nine of Cups can be about a wish fulfillment, a happiness. He's sort of sitting in front of all of these cups, almost protecting those. So maybe there has been some protecting of your feelings or your heart space. Right? Maybe there's been some like mismatch of actions with desires. Let's see what else came out here. All right, and just as I was saying, kind of mismatch. And again, we've got 10 of Cups here, and then the 5 of Pentacles, but it is reversed. So maybe that sadness or sort of depression or that lack or loss feeling might be coming to an end. Maybe if there is more of a coming together, finding a wish fulfillment coming in, you can see how they're sort of cheersing these cups. They've wrapped their kind of hands around each other's. There's a rainbow shooting out of the cups. So there's that big kind of Ace of Cups in the middle. So is there something currently going on, right? Where maybe you're seeing something a different way, or taking a different action, finding some results that are bringing you some joy and happiness, or at least making you feel fulfilled on an emotional level, which is a really important level. Your feelings are important, right? And again, with this 5 of Pentacles upside down or reversed, right? This often represents lack. You can see there's sort of this wound or bandage, right, wrapped around his head. You're standing outside of what appears to be a church. He also has one of those wands in his hand. So maybe, right, from some sort of argument or battle. Kind of got blood on both of these cards as well. So some sort of cycle related to arguing, fighting may be over. We've got the Death card here. I actually really like the Death card in most of the tarot decks. Right here, he's got his scythe. We've got this beautiful big white rose, sort of this red river flowing towards the sun. Right, so the Death card is about transformation. It can be about change. So something right? Coming to an end, more happiness coming in. Right? So maybe compassion being brought into the situation wherever we have too much of this sort of fire or aggressive sword energy going on. All right, let's see what else wants to come out. These cards are flipping out today. Okay. All right, so hermit mode, that may be an energy that you find yourself going into, especially after all whatever this is. It seems like a little bit of chaos, or again, a lot of just energy maybe where something was sort of tried to be set in stone, kind of a my way or the highway sort of thing. This also could be like getting what you want, but sort of at what cost, right? If this was you sort of getting your way and being a little more combative. But again, with that death card, maybe getting out of whatever lack, mindset, mentality. Right? And then moving towards, again, the Hermit card, hermit mode. This does have a healing energy to it. You can see the hermit is holding the star inside his lantern. He's gaining wisdom from all the things that have happened, sort of retreated to this mountaintop. Right? And mountains represent challenge, obstacles, sort of getting to the top of that challenge, sort of the peak or pinnacle, maybe of that sort of energy, kind of right at the height of that. And trying to glean the wisdom from that situation. That can take a lot of compassion for yourself, for the situation. The reading I did yesterday, one of the cards talked about breathing more love into the situation. We also got here the Page of Rods and the Seven of Rods. So a lot of wand energy, rod energy in this deck coming out. We've got the Page of Rods and the Seven of Wands. Right? The Page of Rods is really curious. This could be about learning something new, really taking a close look. Look at the Hermit is also holding this really long stick or rod. Right, so we've got that theme carrying throughout. So gaining wisdom from that situation, really taking a close look. Look at the clothing on that page. It's really illuminated and bright, so that is gaining that knowledge and wisdom that we start to see shining in the lantern from the star. And also maybe taking a look at the Seven of Wands. This is a defensive sort of boundary energy. Maybe that's something that you need to be putting up, or maybe you need to take a look and see if that's something you've been doing in situations where maybe you don't have to, right? Being extra protective, extra combative, you know, especially when that comes around the heart space and feelings. And we can sort of have that energy here in the middle. Again, there was that one side of it where maybe there's been a coming together, a sort of ending of this arguing, fighting, an ending of that cycle, a transformation of that cycle. But there was also this energy of sort of doing whatever it takes to get what you want, to make yourself happy, right? But notice how that creates barriers and boundaries as well. All right, really interesting here. Magician is at the bottom of the deck right now. So the Magician has all of the tools. You have all of the tools to go after what you want, to create what you want. All right, let's see here. Let's get a little advice. So King of Rods, again, so much of this fire energy. All right, so the King of Rods is willing to take action. King of Rods is decisive, powerful, also really creative. Again, with current Pisces energy, right, using that to your advantage. Maybe there is looking at something a different way, especially when you start to gain that wisdom. This could be also kind of going after what you want, but bringing in more compassion. And you can see temperance and balance here at the bottom of the deck. The Magician is there again. All right. Let's get an outcome card here. Knight of Rods facing the King of Rods. Let's add one more to that. All right, and the Chariot. So maybe things happening quickly. All right, so there is a little bit of sort of disappointment or sadness energy here. The King of Rods also came out, or Knight of Rods. Right, so maybe as you move forward or move towards whatever this passion, project, right, creative thing, desire, right, whatever kind of lights you up, sparks you up, right, whatever this is, once you start moving towards that, right, there could be a potential to be maybe met with a little bit of resistance. You can see this knight is sort of facing off with this king, right? There is a potential to, right, that maybe somebody doesn't agree, right? They've also got their own sort of thoughts, passions, desires, projects, goals, things like that, right? So there is this sort of little bit of kind of blood spilled. There are still 2 cups left. So we were talking about Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So right, sometimes in order to create balance, right, when we start taking action in ways that we need to really fulfill and move with our true heart space, sometimes those don't always or aren't always met from the external environment, especially with people close to you. If there's some maybe disagreements of the right path forward, or maybe the actions that you want to take or have been taking, right? So really taking a close look at some of that. All right, let's see here. So definitely needing to work and create more balance. We've also got Chariot at the bottom of the deck, and the Fool, and the Lovers. A lot of major arcana, more heart energy beneath here with a new beginning. Look at the flower in the Fool card there, matching the flower here in the Death card, right? So this is maybe a new beginning. It could be with a person, right? Finding some sort of unity and balance. Again, this is the 222 portal. This also could be just a new beginning and making different choices, stronger choices that ground you more into not only Mother Earth, but also into your own heart space and soul, right? So there is an opportunity coming up, right? Things are changing, could even be quickly, with that balance as well. Notice the Chariot. You can see those horses. They look like they are going in 2 different directions, but really the man on the Chariot is driving that with his faith, with his will, with his choice, right? He's got a crown on his head, right? And the advice was to be this King of Rods, to, right, with compassion. And that is the overarching energy. You can see all these wands, a lot of fire, right? The 1 sword energy we got. It's pretty aggressive looking. There may have been, again, some sort of battle or some sort of upheaval, right? There may have been some things that were lost, right? But some sort of fulfillment, or maybe this is like the energy you're starting to work towards, kind of realizing what's worth it, what's not. Learning from those past situations, being a little bit more curious about your defense mechanisms, or about maybe your lack of boundaries or protecting yourself. Right? In different situations, you may fall in different spectrums of those. And just staying in your confidence. Right? Again, as long as you are doing everything with compassion, because that is the overarching energy that is most beneficial, most needed, most helpful right now. All right, let's get an angel message to go with this here. And if you have had a lot of chaos, especially whether that's internal with other people, this could be something, you know, at work, whatever it is, right? Could be anything. But any kind of chaos. It just seems like a lot of action, a lot of activity, a lot going on. Right? So getting in touch with that compassion energy, and maybe that means just taking a time out and even connecting with an animal. If you have your own animal, maybe you take your dog for a walk or hang out with your cat. Maybe you're a bird person. I used to sing to my betta fish, Mr. Rainbow. All right. Also do something nice for the earth. Maybe plant something. Could start some little seedlings. Just get in touch with that sort of pure, innocent, natural energy. Another one on the floor. Okay. Okay. I'll get it. Because I want to know what the angel message is. All right, let's see. Where did it go? Ooh, sacred plan. All right. Look at this beautiful card. Sacred plan coming out. All right, so knowing that there is some sort of sacred plan, a lot of energy similar, honestly, to the mind, body, spirit reading I did yesterday. So maybe check that one out because divine timing and some patience came out in that reading as well. So again, right, keeping your wishes and desires really at the center, right, trying to gain wisdom from whatever situations have been transpiring, especially if there has been a little chaos, some combativeness, some fighting, just things being, again, an upheaval or disarray. Really just tap into yourself. Maybe take a little time out for yourself. Right? But all of this breathing in compassion, because there is a sacred plan. There is some sort of divine union. Again, whether that's with yourself, another person, or with spirituality and faith. Right? Something is coming in. So, all right, compassion energy, super important. Get in touch with what you need. Right? There is a sacred plan at play for you. All right, so that is the 2/22 reading, portal reading. I hope there was a message here for you. I hope that you can take a little more time to bring in some compassion and love, especially for yourself, because you are important. Your dreams are important. All right, so use this energy to your advantage. And until next time, peace.